for being here today. You guys are awesome. All right, so this reading is going to be a message to you, okay? Most of the time I do readings about someone you love or someone you're involved with and kind of your message about what's happening in their life so you could know, and usually about, you and another person. And maybe some of that will come up today, but this is mostly just going to be a message for you about what you need to know about you today, all right? What Spirit wants you to understand and to deal with. And everyone's going through something, everyone. So just know that whatever you're going through, it's meant to be. It's meant to be right now. This is part of your path, your destiny, your walk, your journey, okay? Whatever your situation is. And just know that it's only for right now. It's not permanent. So make the most of it. Make the most of your situation right now. Whatever your situation is, okay? So we're going to get a message from Spirit for you. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the one watching me right now. They're going through something. It could be good. It could be bad. It could be sad. It could be difficult. It could be confusing. Could be hard work. Just give us a message for whoever's going through whatever their situation is. Okay. Let's do another one. Okay, so I'm being told by Spirit this is right now. This is the upcoming. This is your future. Okay? So now, upcoming, bottom of the deck, the overall underall energy is a woman with a key and a box and a golden globe. She's got some kind of a hidden message in there. So there's something hidden from her, and you may not, well, she's obviously not clear about how to get that key out to open the box. She's trying to decipher a message to figure it all out. And so the overall underall for you guys is the same. You're trying to figure out what you're doing, why you're doing it, where this is going to lead you. Whether it's work, love, family, money, whatever. Health, spiritual, you're just trying to figure it out. You might be consulting a professional right now for a psychic reading. She looks like kind of a fortune teller with that crystal ball, kind of a globe. She looks like she has money. There's a beautiful chandelier behind her. I feel like somebody may be purchasing a chandelier or doing something with a chandelier right now at home, getting some kind of a new lighting fixture, somewhere where it makes you feel better. Maybe it could be made of crystal. Some of you guys may be purchasing or looking into getting a crystal ball. Look how that just fell right on there. So we have spell casting. And this is the strength card in the Major Arcana, but in this deck, this is spell casting. All right, so this is you have the power to spell cast and make whatever it is you want to come true. However, when it's in reverse, I feel like whatever's going on right now, it's really not your choice. This is all destiny pushing you forward. You weren't really allowed to say, I want this, this is what I want, this is what's happening, this is my choice. Whatever's happening in your situation, just know that I'm aware as a reader that you didn't choose this. Bottom of the deck is the Path. And this is number 9 Major Arcana, which is the Hermit. So right now you are feeling isolated. You might even be feeling alone, just left out in the cold. Like no one in the world is walking this path with you. Whatever you're doing, it takes a lot of strength. You're doing it by yourself. You're going inside yourself to find your strength. You don't feel like you're strong enough to deal with this situation right now. Your body may be weakened. Maybe there's a health issue. Maybe you're tired and stressed, overworked, you don't have enough. There's just a lot is being pulled out of you and you're not sure you have it to give to the situation. You're feeling a little lost, and you're looking for guidance. You kind of just want Spirit to step in and help you out here. You wish you could have a little luck on your side. Okay, is there a little luck? Is there a little luck to guide me here? You also got the Three of Cups. So right now, whether you know it or not, there is something good and something to be happy about. And I think you realize it. I don't think like you're completely clueless. I think you're grateful for whatever's being given to you right now. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's a home. Maybe it's a car. Maybe it's a baby. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's just family and friends that you can call on. But you're giving thanks. You are in an attitude of gratitude. And you're just like, whatever comes, whatever's happening, however difficult this is, I'm grateful because it could be worse. You know, I also feel like some of you guys might be listening to A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. That might be an inspiring song for a lot of you guys, just dreaming and knowing somehow, some way, you know, all it takes is a million little dreams, like a million stars, and it's going to happen. So a lot of you guys are definitely pulling on your strength. You don't have much left, believe me, but you're pulling on it. The next card here is a Four of Water. This is a great sign for emotional stability, meditation, peace, calm. And look at her, she's completely balanced. I think she's at a wishing well. She's got water and fire in both hands. It's a lot like Temperance. So she's found her balance, her peace. So you found your balance and your peace amongst chaos and amongst your mess. The next one is another four. Four of Fire. All right. And Four of Wands, okay. And this is about stability, union, partnership. This can speak of a house. But here there's a soldier and he's going into battle. He's got a shield, he's got his war gear on. There's four salamanders in front of him, which represent creativity and fire. Salamanders have kind of fiery eyes, like little dragons, you know. But I like that you have a 4-4, you know, and you may be harnessing that number 4-4. If you're harnessing 44, just know that you are in a place of strength. You are in a place of security and protection. You are being watched over, cared for, nurtured in some way. The oracle card that came over you is, we have a number 2. She's got the cranes. She's trying to fit in. I really think she's going with the flow. She may not be a crane, but she's sure going to dress like one. She did her hair. She's got a nose. You know? Mars is back in the ground. Good. Oh, Mars is in the background. I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is Aries. Mars, god of war. You know, so he's obviously going to war. Maybe some of you guys have Aries in your chart somewhere. I like so much that you found your strength inside yourself, and you found your strength with a group of people, maybe. Could be your husband or your wife. Could be your children. Could be your grandparents. Could be your parents. Could be your brothers and sisters. Could be your friends. Could be your coworkers. Could be your spiritual team. The point here is union. The point here is partnership. Whether you're working with spirit or another partner, you've got partnership, and you're grateful that you're not really truly having to walk this journey alone. Yes, it looks like you have some decisions that you have to make by yourself. Yes, there's some things you have to deal with on your own. You know, money matters, stuff like that. Emotional, spiritual walk, that's on your own. Yeah, that's totally you doing you. But it's like you're not alone. There is a shoulder to cry on. There is a hand to hold. There is a voice in the wind. There is someone that's kind of got your back here. And so I know you're trying to fit in. You don't have all the answers, though. You know, let's go ahead and read that oracle for you. Let's find that. Where's the book? There it is. All right, so the number 31. This is secrecy and confidentiality. Interesting. Every relationship between two individuals or even two groups will be characterized by the ratio of secrecy that is involved in it, like a club. So from the clandestine world of espionage into the privacy of our own inner thoughts, we try to keep our own secrets. But sometimes we seek those of others. Sometimes we want to know their secrets. We want to be a little nosy. Any sharing of such confidentialities sorry guys. Any sharing of such confidentialities requires a demonstration of trust, whether it is between nations, corporations, intimate partners, even family and friends. In the context of human relationships, sometimes our curiosity gets the best of us, and maybe a need to know something for our own self-interest, or maybe even a desire to help others. Well, to achieve either is going to require a key that in turn provides access to the information that you seek. It may be facts, it may be figures, or simply a better understanding of the circumstances. Such as information may be provided freely to those who control it or withhold it until we have proven ourselves worthy to know those informations. These keys may take the form of the most complex cryptic puzzle or password, but a simple "you can trust me" gesture offered to a troubled friend is always helpful. In this card, the guardian is herself symbolically an oracle, a psychic, a seer. She possesses the answers that you seek and can provide you with the keys to access them. But before doing so, you may have to prove that you are ready. Seeking greater truths, even those of self-discovery, often requires some demonstration of worthiness. There's a future that I think is wanting to be told to you, but it's almost like Spirit doesn't quite want to tell you that future yet, because Spirit wants to see that you're worthy of the future that I think Spirit wants to give you. Now, the future that I think He wants to give you is stability, security, financial support, and a partnership, possibly a marriage or like a love partner, 11-11, maybe even a twin flame. You can't know everything right now with the Four of Cups. There's some kind of spiritual message that's kind of denied to you right now. But with the Three of Cups, you're being grateful and trusting. And I honestly think you're just going with the flow. All right, so anyways, the number 2, belonging, acceptance, and assimilation. The primary joy of life is acceptance, approval, and the sense of appreciation and companionship to our human comrades. Our sense of belonging and acceptance to other people is really important to us for some reason. Peer recognition and acceptance is a compelling motivation for everyone to get some kind of reward for participating, going along with the plan, going along with the flow, being workable, flexible. We expect some kind of compensation, at least some motivation. The aim to have some kind of a degree of allegiance. Like, if I'm with you, what am I going to get? If I trust you, Spirit, what am I going to get? Give me a clue here. Demonstrate something that I can trust. This is like doing a contract and saying, I need your signature there so I can trust that what you're promising and what you say, you're going to stick to it. So promises may be made with you guys right now. It makes 4 beaks. Oh, that's a good little observation. Thank you. We have 4, 4, then we've got 4 beaks, again, symbolizing that number 4 of security. But notice there's an odd duck. We have a goose up there that is not the crane. She is clearly not a crane, but she looks more like the crane. Her makeup, her hair, her nose. But this is the odd duck. But he's trying to get along too. He's wearing a red scarf. And the way his neck is, he's trying to kind of match their neck. So he's kind of pretending to be someone he's not. I do think some of you guys might be going along with something that maybe you really wish you didn't have to go along with. You're trying to say everything's fine. I totally agree. I'm on the same page with you, but maybe you're not. Or maybe there's somebody in your group that is pretending to be going along with you, but really they're not really going along. So I don't know if it's you or them, but just know in your situation, whatever's meant to be right now is going with the flow. Anyways, sometimes you want to just go with the flow, look like everyone, go and talk like everyone, be like everyone, just to get along. Whatever the form is, all variations, they have the same objective, namely a confirmation that I am with you, or I am this and I belong. And in turn, you are this and we accept you. So there's an acceptance to a group and a wanting to belong to a group. The flamboyantly coffeed female modifies her appearance and her disguise to fit in. Sometimes in our enthusiasm and desire for acceptance, we must carefully stay true to ourselves. Are we really comfortable with the me we are claiming to be? Or are we forced? Are we strained? Are we pushed? It's like, are you really comfortable being this person? I think for whoever I'm talking to, you're being pushed. You really don't feel that you can handle a situation, especially on your own, maybe. And you're just like, you know what, I'll be fine. I'll be fine, I'll be fine. That's the hermit going on the path alone. I've got this, I'm good. It's gravy, I can do it. Mostly you're going off into the dark, and then you've got the strength card in reverse. You're acting like you have more balls than you do. Just a figure of speech, not literally, okay? But you are acting like you have more control over the situation than you do. And I love your enthusiasm, and I love that you're trying to trust spirit. And I love that you're doing what you have to do, because what other choice do you have? But it's still forced. It's not lie. It's still forced. I'm absolutely right. You are forced because you have free will and then you have barrier. Doesn't that just fit the bill? Yeah, you have free will, kind of, not really, because here's the freaking wall. And there's the truth. Doesn't really make sense to you, does it? No, it doesn't. In the midst of all this, you have a soulmate. You're just probably going along with your soulmate. A lot of you guys are just doing whatever your soulmate wants to do. If you had a different choice, you would pick a different choice. Okay, this is not the real you. The real you would probably pick a different path. And for whatever reason, Spirit has you going along. And this is where you're supposed to be right now. You're supposed to be with this group. You're supposed to be wearing the mask. You're supposed to be playing it along. You're supposed to be going along with something that you really don't feel in your heart you really want to go along with. And you're supposed to be here right now, kind of pushed. Why? To trust Spirit? Yeah. The universe? Yeah. To trust yourself? Yeah. All of the above, my friends. That's what the hermit's journey is all about. Soul searching. Seeking the truth of who you are and what you want. Finding your destiny along this dark path. Going through this mystery. Getting closer to God, getting closer to Source. You know, right before I picked this thumbnail, it was, the more I know myself, the more I know you, Spirit, Source, Universe. The more I go inside myself and search my feelings and know what I want, the more I understand my divine plan, my destiny, my will. This is a soul-searching journey right now. You are definitely being forced into something that you're not exactly wanting to flow with, but at least you're open-minded, at least you're open-hearted, at least you're trusting, and at least you're grateful. Those are all elements that are keeping you afloat, my friend. Your love and your faith and your understanding, your gratitude is your golden star. That is your golden compass. That's your true north. As long as you keep those feelings on the inside of you, and as long as you're going with whatever you need to go along with, I do believe you're on the right path. And that card does say the path for the hermit. So you are on the right path. And I'm just, hear me out. Oh, look at that, 44 people watching. There's your 44 sign again. You're obviously not feeling confident about this path. But you're on the right track. And you could be negative about it. That's your free will. You could be negative. You could be pessimistic, glass half empty. You could be kicking and screaming and miserable about going along with all of this. You could be in a real bad place, but you're not. And so Spirit's like, you do have free will to an extent. This is a storm that you're in. This is a crazy journey right now. And it is not by choice that you're where you're at. And you do not have control like the world wants to proclaim free will, free will. This is the path. This is the destiny. The only free will you have is to choose to be feeling good about this or not. And I believe you're choosing to feel good, okay? So, let's see what you're going through right now with your emotions. What are you going through right now? What are you going through? Yeah, there's that Hermit card. Number 33, another double confirmation. This is reflection. You are reflecting. Reflecting on your words, reflecting on your decisions, reflecting on everything that's just happened. Reflection. You know, I love reflection, but I hate it too. It's like, Guys, I go through that. I look back at like 2 years ago and I'm like, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have been more on top of work. I wish I would have been more in communication with clients. I wish I would have communicated to, Maddie's dad better. I wish I would have said this differently. I wish I would have maybe got into a different home situation 2 years ago. I wish. There's a lot of wishes, guys. So I totally relate with you in this reflection, and it's like, there are things you can't change. And as much as you tell yourself, I can catch up, I can go back, I can go find these names, these people, these things, and I could reach out and I could do this and that. Sometimes what's lost is lost. You have to cut your ties. You have to look at who you have with you now, who's in contact with you now, what do you have now in front of you? Because sometimes reflecting is looking more so in the past than looking inside yourself. So this reflection is supposed to be about you. The choices you made and why. What do you want? Who are you? What are you capable of? Anyways. Number 33. So although there's a lot for you to reflect on and even to resonate with more closely, be very, very careful that you do not fall into sadness and melancholy. Your faith is being tested. Use this time to appreciate what has gone before you and think about how you can resolve your issues and evolve no matter what has occurred just now. Whether it's positive, because a lot of you guys, it's positive right now, or negative, because a lot of you guys, it's negative right now. Your purpose will be connected with events and people and situations in some ways. And you're going to have to listen to your inner truth, your intuition, your voice. Though the path or details may seem very unfamiliar, and the outcome may be very hard to see, you are being guided with greater wisdom. I love it, guys. That's what you're going through right now. Let's get some other little confessions about your situation. What are you going through right now? Ooh. I'm sorry for turning my back on you the times you needed me most. You guys are going through some kind of a betrayal. Maybe your lover just recently betrayed you. Maybe you betrayed your lover. Maybe a family member you feel betrayed you. You feel backstabbed. This is like the Ten of Swords. So what you're feeling right now is there is just betrayal around you. And isn't that hard to be in a group and go along when you feel betrayed? Some of you guys may even feel betrayed by Source, Spirit, God, the Creator. You may feel betrayed by the planets. A lot of you are more astrologically in tune. You may feel like Saturn's turned his back against you. The Sun, Mars, Venus, the Moon, Jupiter. You know, you're like, where are you? Where's my blessings? I'm looking at my chart. I'm supposed to be going through something. What the fuck? What the fuck, planets? You know, this is my time to shine and you're betraying me. You feel shorted, shortchanged, cheated out of something. How do you say, like, cut out in some way? Like, you know, that's betrayal. Also, betrayal is somebody promised you something. I promise, and they lied. Okay, whoever that is. Maybe it's multiple people. That could be even worse. Anyways, that's what you're feeling. You're feeling the betrayal. And you're trying to reflect on that and be positive. Say it's my path. I've got this. I'm doing this. I don't have to be negative about it. People are people. It is what it is. You know, I'm not going to cry in this storm. I'm going to make the most of it. And I'm very proud of you. And I'm very glad that you have chosen. And Spirit is like, you know what? You could have taken that betrayal and just been a bitter, angry, upset person. Pissed off at the world. Angry. Angry at the universe too. But you didn't choose that. You chose the opposite. You chose 3 of water. You chose to bask in hardships and say, thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the experience. I wish I could have done more with it. Thank you for the love that I had. It wasn't my dream, but thank you because it was something and I'm grateful for that. I loved him or I loved her and it didn't turn out like I thought, but man, I'm so grateful that I had it. It was beautiful while it lasted. It was a beautiful memory. It was something I'll never let go of as a soul. I'll always carry that love with me. Thank you. If it's a house, like me or whatever situation, crying, telling the house, I love you, thank you for everything. I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have been more here. Wish I could have done more with my home. I wish it was a dream. And sometimes dreams don't last. We have to wake up. To wake up, and those dreams are not reality. It's so hard to say goodbye. Sometimes looking back at family members and loved ones that have died too, you're just like, I wish I would have had more time with you. I would have said more things to you. I would have done all kinds of things different. Maybe some of them would still be here if you did. And you can't, you know. So you feel like you've been cheated out of love, cheated out of your family members, maybe cheated out of a home, a dream, maybe cheated out of a business that you were starting and it didn't take off. There was someone in my area, she was a really sweet woman, and she started a boba like tea place. And she dressed it all up, and she made her business so fun, you know? It was such a cool little place. She had big dreams. But I can tell you, as a business person, she picked the wrong location. Maybe she couldn't afford anything else, but she picked the wrong location. She also served teas and bobas, but she did not pick flavors that were popular, and she didn't do frozen blended. So it was just juice, basically. And when you cut yourself short like that, it's not going to go well. You need to have options. You need to have people, advertisements. And I'll tell you, her business did fail. And I'm sure she was heartbroken. Absolutely heartbroken. Her dream of having this little cafe, this little fun place is gone. And it's like, sometimes that's the betrayal. It's like you feel like you got the location, you got the equipment, you got the business going, woohoo, everything's going good, and then boom, crash. It doesn't happen. And, you know, so I feel for people like that. And that's kind of what I'm referring to, is just failures. Sometimes you get in a love situation and you think you guys are going to be married. You start shopping for rings and the dress and the suit and the house and the cars, and you start planning families and children together. You start imagining what that wedding's going to look like and what your Christmases are going to be like, and boom, crash. That doesn't work either. And you're just like, wow, what a tease. What a tease, you know? And so you might be hurting because of that loss. But at the same time, like I said, a lot of you guys are like, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It could be worse. I could be losing everything in my life right now. Everything, my health, my car, my kids, my life, you know, my family. Like, you could be losing everything right now, but you're not. You're certainly not in Russia in a war. You know what I mean? So it's like, God, I'm losing, but am I really? And you're just putting your hands up and saying, you know what? Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you for the things that I have, the things that I've gained. And that's great. I'm just going to share one thing. I know you're guys like, Stephanie, you talk too much. What the fuck? Guys, I'm so sorry. I love you. All of you. Look at you. There's 62 of you guys here. 61. I'm a talker. I'm a Gemini. I hope you can get over that. I'm going to try to be quick. I was watching the show. I know. Here I am, man. Blah, 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 blah. I know. I'm so sorry. Someone commented, why do you have to tell so many stories? Just read cards. I think my stories are relevant. Maybe I'm delusional, but I think my stories are relevant. So if you think they're not relevant, I'm sorry. You're not for me. Okay? And I'm not for you. Anyways, this doctor show, okay? This doctor was doing a surgery on a woman. And to recap it, she was going to lose like 40% of her vision. There was an alternative surgery that could have given her 100% of her vision back, but it was a like experimental surgery, and the hospital wouldn't pay for it. Or like the insurance, the insurance wouldn't pay for an experimental surgery. So anyways, the hospital wanted to pay for it. The doctor was like, our hospital has money, let's pay for her to do that so we can do this experimental surgery and say we've done it and, you know, it's in our portfolio. Well, anyways, the owner of the hospital was like, fuck no, we're not paying for shit. We're saving money. We're in the business of making money, not spending money. We're not a giving kind of situation. You know, we're not a giver. We're not going to give her that. So the doctor had to go back to the client and lie and well, not lie, but tell her the only thing we can do for you is get you back 60% of your vision. Okay? That's all we can do for you. It's great. You're going to be able to see again. You know, things are going to go well. Okay, great. So the lady signed up for it. She's like, this is wonderful. Thank you so much for doing everything for me that you could. Thank you for restoring my vision. Hello, 3 of Cups, right? Thank you for doing all that you're doing for me. Little did that client know that they could have given her 100% vision back. She didn't know. But she was just grateful to have 60. So anyways, the doctor had guilt. She was upset. She thought she was going to change this woman's life, and she did, but not for the better. And the woman ended up having to resign from her job. The woman ended up having to move in with a family member or something. Anyways, the doctor checked up on the woman like a year later. And she wanted to confess to her they could have done more for her. Okay? Anyways, when they got to the woman's house, the doctor arrived and she's like, hey, can I come in? I want to talk to you. You know, I want to tell you something about your vision and your eyes and your surgery and how are you doing? And the doctor felt so bad that the woman lost her job. You know, the woman's like, oh, you know, I did have to resign from my job. I did have to move in with family over here. I had to sell my house, blah, blah, blah. And the doctor just felt so much guilt. She was like, oh my God, I have to confess to this woman that I could have kept her job. I could have kept her house. I could have saved her if I would have told her that there's an alternative surgery. Well, the woman actually surprised her. The woman said, even though I lost all of those things, I was able to spend more time with my son. She was like, I used to have my son in daycare and with sitters, and I hardly got to see him. She's like, since my surgery, I was able to stay home. Now I walk my son to school every day. We talk, we hang out. He comes home from school and he's with me, and I cook him a snack, and we do homework, and we spend time together. Now I get to be with my mom, who I never got to see. We're closer than ever before. You know, she's like, that surgery changed my life, but it was for the better. And the doctor was just like, oh my God, you know, wow, that was a surprise. That was a fucking surprise. So my point with that moral of that little story, guys, is, you know, Saturn does come around. He fucks with you and he takes things away from you. He restricts you. He gives you losses. So does Mars. So does Rahu and Ketu, especially Ketu. Oh yeah, he's going to give you some losses. But sometimes, I'm not saying every time, it is for the better. And you're going to get a gain. So just when you think you're losing, you're winning. And I forgot what other movie that was, but there was a movie that had that saying, sometimes when you lose, you win. Oh, it's What Dreams May Come. Yeah. With Robin Williams and his wife, you know, whatever, in the movie. Sometimes when you lose, you win. So I don't know who needed to hear that today, but one of you guys needed to hear that. Sometimes when you lose, you win. So those are for the people that are going through a hardship, that you're being positive, and you need to hear that message. For you guys that are hurting, just know that sometimes when you lose, you win, and you're going to get something beautiful for this. There's going to be some beautiful, beautiful, happy something in your life, maybe many somethings in your life that are soon to come, okay? So if you need to hear that, that's your message. You need to hear that, okay? For those of you that are going through something beautiful and something good and something happy, and there's good stuff happening in your life, stability, security, maybe you're buying a house, maybe you're getting married, maybe you just got news that you're going to have a baby, or someone you love is going to have a baby, you know, maybe you just got news that a barrier that was recently hurting you is being removed, and now you're finally going to come into union, or, you know, good stuff's happening to you. For those of you that are going through a good moment, going with the flow and fitting in with other people and just being positive is why you're getting your blessings. The reason you're getting these good things is because you have been flexible, open-hearted, and open-minded. And even though you've dealt with betrayal in your past, you didn't take it like a bitter pill. You took it with a spoonful of sugar. And that was a choice. You had free will. You had a choice. And you could have been negative about it and bitter and ugly. But you weren't. You took it like a champ. And that is what's going to get you your security and blessings. Okay? So for those of you that are doing good things, bravo. It's such a good time for you. The bottom of the deck here is in your feelings department. I'm fighting so hard to become a better man or a better woman, but you're feeling determined. You're like, I want to be better. Yes, this is my goal, Steph. I just want to be a better person. I'm so glad I can be a better person. A lot of you guys are working on your character. What builds character? Hardship. What builds character? Oh, working with other people. That builds character. Hearing their side, understanding where they're coming from, what they want, and being like that. I mean, that builds character. You know, so you guys are definitely in a good place. No matter what situation you're in a good place. And yeah, there's some things you don't know what's going to happen, but so be it. That's life. overall, I think you're doing a good job. Okay. Let's get a message from your lover. Let's get a message from that love bug of yours, if you have one. Ooh, okay, we got two. So we have Madonna. To be brave is to love someone unconditionally without expecting anything in return. I love it. That is brave. You know what's really brave? Telling someone you love them and you're not quite sure they love you back. That takes serious balls. When you tell someone I love you wholeheartedly, fully, and you don't know what's going to come out their mouth on the other end, oh boy, does that take courage and strength. Your person wants you to know that he or she understands that you love them unconditionally. And you've been a champion because you haven't expected anything from them in return. So your person wants you to know, I appreciate your unconditional love. I know you've given me love that I haven't deserved because maybe I've betrayed you and I've created some kind of a barrier, but I'm so grateful that you love me without conditions. And that has opened up their mind to love. That has opened up their heart to love also. The way you love them has shown them what love looks like. Okay? That's the message from your person. The other card is This Is No Ordinary Love by Sade. It's a song. But you guys just have a very rare, very unique, special flavor of love. Okay? It's a very different kind. Not everybody gets to have a little flavor like you do with your love situation. Bottom of the deck is Savage Garden, truly, madly, deeply. Your love is special, guys. Your love is unique, and cherish that love. Not everybody has it. It's obviously nobody has it because it wouldn't be unique. Let's get a true love oracle from the oracle about your current situation. Oh, well. Listen, Linda, listen. Twins. Twinkies. About your current situation with this person, you guys are twin freaking flames. This is the reason I have this channel on YouTube. The only reason I started this channel was because there needed to be a voice for real twin flames. I didn't like that everyone was talking shit about twin flames. I didn't like that everyone was like, oh yeah, everyone has a twin flame. I didn't like that everyone acted like there's some Bible of information on what twin flames are. I was like, what Bible did you have? Where are you reading it from? How do you know all this information? Who are you? Like, are you even a twin? Like, I didn't like what was out there. So when I discovered I was a twin flame, you know, it was a beautiful journey, but there's a lot of reflection. And the only reason I ever heard about twin flames was because of my research. You know, people like that doing YouTubes, books, other people talking about it, psychics, intuitives, healers, soul scientists. I would say they are soul scientists. There are people out there that have studied the soul. And so, you know, I started looking into what that is. And I think Spirit guided me into that name, that title, that situation, because Spirit doesn't just guide you on a path to nowhere. It leads you somewhere. And in my research of twin flames, what I've discovered with it is not everyone has a twin flame. Souls are unique and different. We all have journeys, paths. I learned more about twin flames from astrology, seeing what it could mean, the mirroring. You know how you look at biological twins? Through DNA, through chromosomes, through everything like that. You can tell people are twins by the way they look, but also by DNA. Well, when you look at souls, I feel like kind of a soul scientist myself. When you look at souls, the data, the information that you pull from a soul is their astrology chart, their birth chart. And you look into their life path, and you look into their experiences. You look into, in depth, their relationships, intimate, love, family, all that. And for some people, you look into where it looks like their fate has guided them through the nodes and through the moon to a love relationship with someone very much alike them, very much like a soulmate. But the other person's path, if you lay their charts on top of each other together, is so similar. It's just so similar. And it creates this twin flame reflection. And when you see people in a chart, scientifically, looking at it, and you're like, wow, this person really has a connection with this other person, and they synchronistically align paths together, same time, same places, same situations, karmically, spiritually, how they fit, the way they love, the way they interpret family, the way they interpret sex, the way they interpret God, universe, spirituality. They just have this reflection where a lot of it is opposite, but for the right reason. A lot of it is quite the opposite for triggering purposes. And it does give us that sense of temperance card, water and fire. It does give us that sense of I need you and you need me. It's a very symbiotic soul relationship. I need to grow, and you are the other part of my soul, which has already grown past life, but needs to trigger me to grow in this area again as a reminder of who I am. Now, when you're a twin flame, when you meet your twin, believe me, they trigger your soul into a memory of who your soul is. Because sometimes your soul's just walking along, not knowing who the fuck it is, until it meets its other half, until it meets its twin. And then all of a sudden, your subconscious comes to life. Your soul remembers past life events. Your soul suddenly starts taking momentum on a spiritual journey. And that's a lot of how the twin flames meet. They just bring each other on this spiritual journey. It's a trigger, it's a key. Just like this card, your twin flame is a key. You were part of this twin flame journey all along. You just didn't have the key to access your information and your journey. But as soon as you meet, boom, trigger, explosion, access, and you start going down this soul-shaping journey. And that's a lot of this Hermit card. It's a soul-shaping journey. And it's to free yourself of the karma. It's to give you gifts also. But your soul needed this other soul, okay? And that's, at the end of the day, look, your soul needed this other part of the soul. Twin flames are one soul, two bodies. That's why it's represented here with the ribbon, this hand-fasting ribbon in flames. You guys are bonded by a soul. Is God, is source, is universe one essence? Or is God, universe, source, multiple essence? Is God, source, universe in everything? Is he in this oracle? Is he in this crystal ball? Is he in these cards? Is he in my soul and my body? Yeah, he's in everything. So twin flames can be in two bodies, believe me. A soul, which is a part of God's source universe, can split itself and become part of another physical being. A soul is part of universe source God. It can do whatever the fuck it wants. God is not aligned to one soul, one place, one body, one everything. God's source universe is multiple. It is in essence in everything. So please do not question why your soul can be split, if need be, like this. I happen to believe your soul family are all pieces of your soul, because your soul is stored in your subconscious, in your mind, in your heart, and it can burst like fireworks and spur off into pieces of people. Your dog, your cat, your son, your daughter, your mom or your dad, your best friend or your lover. Your soul can be in pieces of all kinds of things, just like God's source universe is in you, the trees, nature, and everything. You are a part of God, a part of source universe. You as a soul can be involved and resonate with many other beings. And I think that's why there's pieces of you everywhere. Not literally everywhere and everybody, but I think if you guys understand, I resonate with this person. I feel like I've known this person before. It's not that you're with a stranger that you just have never known. It's that you're recognizing yourself inside of them. Your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, and your memories, and your emotions. Those are all parts of you that will always be there. So when you find a soulmate in any shape or form or body, you know them because you know yourself. And there's even a saying, and I don't know where it comes from, but it's know thyself and know God. Know thyself and know me, says God. The more you understand yourself, the more you see yourself in others, because you're all one. You're all made from the same source. And the more you understand who you are, believe me, you're going to recognize your soulmates, and for some of you, your twin flame. Now, this is different. Not everybody has a twin flame. I would say about 11% of the world even would have a twin flame. A very small percentage when it comes to the population, because this is a specific set of souls that are on a different journey at this time. Everyone's on different journeys, but these twin flame sets, they're part of 144,000 tribes, people, sources, feelings, emotions, people, humans, however you want to think of it. But they're part of the 144,000 tribe. And we did have 4-4 in your reading. So I know the twin flames resonate with 4-4 very often. And I know the twin flames understand that. And I know the twin flames that are out there understand seeing 333, 222, 1111. You're understanding the duality. You're understanding the mirroring. You're understanding the communication of the universe, giving you signs on your path. So you kind of understand your mission. And a lot of you guys are like, well, why am I on this mission of twin flames? What is the purpose of this? Well, one, it's to love yourself, heal yourself, know yourself, and know God, source, universe, creator. And that's mostly the gist of it. But you are meant to be in union with this person. Why? Because that's another part of you. Now, that union is differently shaped for other people. Sometimes that union is romantic, sexual relationship. But sometimes that union is a very deep friendship. But I will tell you, whatever your union is, it's a partnership. And everyone's little path is slightly different, but it is a partnership. And your soul is meant to be a part of your other piece of your soul in this life. And so you will always be drawn together into your twin flame relationship. Some way, shape, or form, you will be guided and led back to yourself. the more you know yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, the more you will be guided back into union with your twin flame. That's just how it works, guys. That's been the evidence, and that's what's been seen. People that are independent, in self-love and self-care, healthy choices, healthy boundaries, and taking responsibility for their own lives, they generally come into union very quickly. That's just the evidence. The twin flames that have not found themselves, they are lost on a lonely journey, on a lonely path. The more they don't love and know themselves, the more they are not going to be in union with the twin, because you guys live in a mirrored reality. And as soon as you love and accept yourself fully, your twin flame on the other side of the mirror will come back into your reflection. But part of the difficulty of that journey is aligning and balancing the twins. So as you're going on this journey on your own reflecting, your twin is also urged on that journey too, to go in on their own and reflect in self-love, self-care. When you guys are aligned, that's when you guys come into physical union. It's like everything matches up. Anyways, I'm sorry I got onto this little talk about twin flames. I used to talk about twin flames all the time a couple years ago. And I've stopped because most of you guys have been following me for years. But if you're new to my channel and you want to know more about what I think and feel about twin flames as a reader, please go to my channel there in videos. Go to my playlists, and I have a twin flame playlist of videos I've done in the past, 2 and 3 hours long, in deep twin flame readings. So if you guys want to hear one of those readings for your journey, if you've just tuned into me and you want more, please go there to that playlist and watch some of those videos. They're really in depth with twin flame readings, okay? But that's why I'm here. That's why I started JKS 1111, is for twin flames specifically. For those of you that are just tuning into my channel, I am specifically a twin flame reader. I specialize in the twin flame journey. I feel I am meant to be here as a twin flame healer. I feel that I help people heal themselves on this path to go into union with their twins. So if you want any of my services or anything like that, please go to jks1111.com and you can, pick a service, okay? But I do that. I used to do astrological chart reviews. It took weeks for one person. It was a lot of reflection, a lot of in-depth research. I've kind of quit that right now. But I may start that up again. There's really no one out there that I know of that does twin flame astrology. And most of these astrologers that are good are men. And I am not trying to be sexist, but a lot of the male astrologers are old school. And they don't like to believe in soulmates or twin flames. I don't know why. I guess I kind of do know why. I think because they're wired differently. And the men that are doing the astrology, the ones that I've looked at for intelligence, they're extremely intelligent. And they understand astrology like the most wonderful humans on the earth. But they're left-brained. They're left-brained, and they're logical, and they're rational, and they believe in science, and they believe in more physical world stuff, just the physical world. And I think for a lot of those astrologers, and even some female astrologers that are kind of wired like that, there's a lot of female astrologers too, because I don't want to throw them under the bus, that are left-brained. I think the difference here with an astrologer like me would be I go into the right brain. Creativity, spirituality, feelings, emotions, sensitivities. And that's how I view astrology. It's more of a spiritual communication and language of the stars. Astrology should be a language. Planets to me are like people. They have feelings. They have thoughts. They have purpose. They have personality. They're not just black and white. There's so many things. So that's the way I see it. So I look at astrology quite differently. Still the same way, because I'm taught by logical, astrologers. But I do look at it in a more deep, feminine, spiritual way than some of them do. I would really like to get to know the planets as a person and understand they have quirks and they've got preferences, but they have emotion and that we can communicate with them. So I'm going to go, you guys probably think I'm crazy, but that's how I feel. Yeah?
Thinking of LOLs.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
I'm going to go upstairs and watch some videos of LOLs.
That sounds really happy and good. I love you. So anyways, you guys probably think I'm nuts, but that's just where I am as a human here. So if you guys want any, of my insight, please go ahead. I am a believer of a, how do you say, like, when you apply for a job and you give them your, what do you call it? I can't think. It starts with an R. Okay, my brain right now. Woo. Resume. You give people your resume to get hired. Well, I would like to do readings for you. What is my resume? When you need to find a psychic, an intuitive, a tarot reader, you should be looking at a resume. That's how I feel. I mean, I don't know how everyone else feels, but that's how I feel. Because when you get a reading from someone, you want to know, A, are you logical only? B, are you critical? C, are you very opinionated? And it goes so on and so on. Do you look at love a specific way? Do you look at life a specific way? There's a lot of tarot readers that are very Virgo. I don't want to name names on channels, but I know them. And the way they do their readings is very logical. And it has facts. It's just factual. And it's like, this is the evidence. And they're more like lawyers, and they have their opinions and judgments because Virgos criticize. They're judges. They're critical. That's what they do. They analyze and they come to a definitive definition of what that situation is. That's what they do. So there are readers that are like that. There are also readers that are all fire and they're just explosive and they're in the moment and they're passionate and they're just like, it's like going into a furnace. They are full of enthusiasm and excitement, and there's music in the background, and there's, scenery that's just beautiful. And, maybe they're a DJ, or maybe they've got, who knows what the fuck. But it's like I see fire sign readers, and I'm like, God damn, they really know how to put on a show. So I really enjoy watching fire sign readers because fucking A, they know how to put on a show. And it's entertaining, and it's like, it gets me excited. And I'm a Saggy rising, so I'm like, fuck yeah, I like that shit, But when you look into a reader, and I'm just being astrologically factual here, you guys have your own opinions and judgments. But when you listen to astrologers, they will tell you, how can you tell someone is truly psychic and truly intuitive? How do they know the things they know? How do they tap into the spirit world? Because really that's why we do tarot. And that's why you go to a psychic or a reader, because you want them to tap into a world which you can't see, hear, taste, feel, or touch with the senses. So you have to go to someone that can have like a sixth sense, someone that has the ability to tap into that world. Read the Akashic records. Tune into ghosts and spirits. Tune into your family history. Look at your palms and know. Someone that is aware of the occults, the mysticism, the secrets, all that shit. And so when you really look into a psychic intuitive as a resume, you want to know that they have powerful, powerful placements in the 3 signs, the triangle, the spiritual knowledge, which is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Those are water. Water is mysticism. Water is emotions. Water is intuition. Water is multidimensional because it's fluid. It can freeze and become solid, and it can melt and become liquid. It can evaporate and become in the air. So water is the sign that can go into places where others can't. Water can transform, okay? It's a transformative element. And anyways, to have that kind of knowledge when you're looking at a resume of a psychic, I think when you're looking at people, you want to know, where is their emotions? Where is their mind? Where is their intuition? Where is their compass? How do they interpret? How do they perceive? Where do they get their information from? And where is their intuition? So you're going to want a moon sign in Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio as a psychic, an intuitive, okay? You're going to want that. And most people that have a moon in the water sign, ding, 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 that's a golden ticket. You know that is someone that has abilities. What are the strongest abilities? A moon in Pisces is the strongest, but a moon in Scorpio is also obviously very gifted. Moons in Scorpios tend to talk to the dead, the passed on. They tend to hear people that have passed. They tend to see and communicate with spirits. Okay? So those are more like the psychic mediums. They're mediums. They can communicate with the other side. They can see demons. They can see dark spirits and entities. Those are the kind of people. The moon in Cancer obviously is empathic. They tend to be healers. They can look at you and know your spiritual ailment. A moon in Cancer is like, I know what you're going through spiritually. I know your diagnosis. I know what you're suffering from: depression, abandonment, rejection, frustration, family issues, relationship issues. Cancer's moons are totally equipped for an analysis of your soul. They're very good at knowing what the fuck's going on in your life. So when you walk in the room, the Cancer already has the feelers out, and they've just sucked all their tentacles in on you, and they fucking know. So you don't lie to a Cancer. That's fucking bullshit. When you have a moon in Cancer, good fucking luck. You'll never be able to lie to them. Not once to save your life. They know because they fucking know. They're mama, basically. So you get the moon in Cancers, and good fucking luck. They just know, and you can't lie. So they are seekers of truth. And they're empathic. And sometimes they have visions. They have visions of what's happened to you. They have visions of if someone was kidnapped, like a moon in Cancer would be able to see where they were kidnapped and where they took them. They're very psychic and visual like that. That's how Cancers are. They also can go into places and feel the presence of someone. So if there's a missing persons, they can go and say, I feel them in this area. They're like a freaking hound dog on a scent. You know, that's moon Cancer. But the moon in Pisces, that is very different. That is more of an astrologer. Moon in Pisces is a psychic that is very much like a Cancer, very intuitive. They can pick up on emotions very well. They're good at analyzing someone and seeing some of those issues. They also just know. For a moon in Pisces, they just know. They don't know how they know. It's just in them. It's like a moon in Pisces is a conduit to the other side. They have a connection and a plug to the other side, to this world. So a moon in Pisces is just connected. And so they have access to the Akashic records if they want to choose that. They also have access to lots of psychic abilities, remote viewing, empathic abilities, mysticism, magic, spiritual things. Scorpios are much more magical and spiritual, like witches and warlocks and things like that. Moons and Scorpios are much more magical. They're more into that. But the Pisces is more analytical, and they tend to be more of a psychic teacher. They have a little bit of all the gifts, but I think they're more so into otherworldly. So a moon in Pisces is otherworldly, and they're more into what's beyond this place. So they would be great at, you know, you'll find a lot of moon in Pisces people holding hands with people that pass away. They represent the feet, which is weird, but when people move on, a moon in Pisces person generally tends to be there when people die. I don't know what it is, but they'll hold their hand. Multiple people. It's just something. They tend to be around when people pass this world. They also tend to see a lot of people die. So they're very in tune with death, and they're very in tune with what goes on after. They just know. They don't know how they know, they just know. And so they do make good mediums. They can very much communicate with the other side in different ways. Maybe not visually, but they hear them or they sense them. So Moon and Pisces are more of an analytical approach to the water signs. Out of Cancer and Scorpio, Moon and Pisces is a little bit more analytical. Jupiter rules the sign of Pisces, so they tend to be more, I don't know what you want to call it, just expanded. Jupiter expands. So they have a lot of knowledge about those kinds of things. So when you need a resume from someone who's going to be doing that kind of work for you, look into what their moon sign is. If they're comfortable enough to tell you, this is my moon sign, then you'll be able to understand who's going to be reading tarot for you or reading your palms or reading your astrology chart and how they're going to interpret your life. Because you want to know if it's very left-brained or very right-brained. You want to know if it's on a spiritual level with the water elements or it's a different level, okay? So when you are getting readings, I think it's important as a resume for someone who you're going to hire to do that work for you that you understand who they are. So, you know, my resume is the moon in Pisces. And I believe that's why I do what I do. It's not afflicted. I have a moon by itself in the 4th house, which is another water sign element, Cancer. But it's a Pisces in the 4th with the moon. That's it. That's all that's there. There's nothing fucking with my moon, okay? It's just my moon. So that's a good sign that I'm very, you know, in tune with what I'm in tune with, and I'm not distracted with other shit when it comes to this. And when it comes to my work, what I do, I have a Jupiter in the 12th house, which is the sign of Pisces. So Jupiter affects my moon because it kind of is connected to it by the 4th house, and being in its own house, Jupiter in the 12th, you know, and the moon in the 4th in its own house. So my Jupiter and my moon are in their own houses, which is like, woo, you know, that's fucking great. And they're both in water signs, which is another sign. I know that what I'm doing with my life is what I'm supposed to be doing. And when you have a Jupiter, you know, by itself in a sign like Scorpio in the 12th house, if you guys actually want to research it, it means you can make a career out of being a psychic. So anyways, that's what I do. So if, you know, you want to check my specs, you want to check my resume out, you can check it out for yourself. You know, YouTube it, Google it, whatever. Jupiter and Scorpio in the 12th house and moon in the 4th house in Pisces. Go ahead and do your little research before you hire me and just understand that, you know, this is what I'm meant to do. And I'm very happy. I could also be in real estate. Looking at my astrology, they're like, oh, you could be a really good real estate agent or a home designer, and fucking A, I am. And I was in real estate for a while. I was in property management and stuff. So in another world, I could be doing home stuff for you. But in this world, in this day and age where I'm at almost 40, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So anyways, that's my criteria, guys. You can check it out. See if you want to hire me to do any work, spiritual work for you. But that's what I do, all right? So when I do these tarot readings and I'm going into the twin flames, I feel I'm not just pulling it out of my ass. I feel like I have a gift. I feel like I have a knowing. I don't know how I know the things I know, I just know, okay? I'm pulling from another source. I am definitely in tune. So I believe that my readings are accurate, but the proof is in the pudding. A lot of people have to say it's either true or it's not, but I will say from the clients that I've had, every reading I've done is very accurate. Some readings have been too accurate and it wasn't happening in their life at that moment, but it happened in their life later. One person, I said they were being stalked and watched. They weren't aware of it at the time, but then they proved that that was true. Other people weren't aware of a third party. They were completely in the dark. After my reading, I kept saying, this is what's happening. This is what's in the cards. Denial, 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 till the proof came out and it was true. And yes, what I said was accurate. So there's a lot of readings like that where people, you know, just don't believe it till it actually happens. But I will say, if I had a website with people actually giving me, and I might post it someday if it's okay with them, giving me the comments after readings, verifying how accurate it was, it'd be very high up there in the high percentile of accuracy. So, you know, just know who you're getting readings from, guys. And moving on with that, I'm sorry, I don't know why I went there, but I went there. Bottom of the deck over here is lonely. Another situation that you're going through right now is you are absolutely lonely. You just feel alone. And it's kind of weird because you've got the Four of Wands. So I know you've got family, friends, maybe a lover supporting you, around you. Clearly you're not alone, but that doesn't help how you feel. Because whatever you're carrying, whatever burden, whatever baggage you're carrying, it feels like you're doing it on your own. Why? Because the choice is yours. The burden is yours. You have to carry the bag. You have to carry the burden. Okay? So you need to carry the burden. And that's why you're like, I love you. You're my family. You're my people. You're my baby. But you're not carrying the bag I'm carrying. So please understand that my burden is not yours. It's not yours to bear, not spiritually and not emotionally. And so it's like you're with the crowd, you're with your people, you're with your family, but you're not really. You're just kind of fitting in. You're just kind of going along. But really, the one who has to be responsible for all of this shit is on you. And you know it. And so that's what's going on with you. Let's get another card about what's going on with you in the current moment. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these cards for who is going through this in the moment. What is it they need to know? Here we are again. God, do we have a Virgo in the motherfucking house? Sorry for my words, everybody. But we have it twice. Number 9, Major Arcana, the Hermit. And here we have again, soul searching. So see, it's not just me talking out of my ass, guys. The cards are here to show you this is literally the reading. There's no going around it, changing it, switching it, saying it could be, all that other bullshit. No, 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 no. It couldn't be anything than what it is. And what it is what's going on in your fucking life, which is you are alone. You have lonely, lonely, lonely. You are alone. Even if you've got people around you, you feel alone. And you are in a process of soul searching, mirror reflecting. You're trying to be a better you, period. You want to be a better you. In the midst of this journey by yourself, technically, even though there's others around you, you have this twin flame who is on this journey with you, walking just as lonely as you are. Even though they may not technically be alone, they're walking what feels like a lonely journey. You guys are suffering from betrayals, from friends, family, lovers, situations, and that's what hurts you the most. You could be in love with a Virgo, or you could be a Virgo yourself. Maybe you're dealing with there's a prominent Virgo in this reading. There's a main prominent player here. It's either you, the one you love, or someone that's on your team. On your team, as in kids, or mom and dad, or brother, sister, or best friend. There's someone here in your team. It's one of 3 options, but there's a Virgo. Okay? That's in the cards. Period. Bottom of the deck is 4 of Cups. Again, you've gotten that card also twice. So you've gotten 2 double confirmations. Hermit, Hermit, 4 of Cups, 4 of Cups. And this here is a missed fucking opportunity. And this is your regrets. You're just like, you know, I made a choice and there was betrayal involved, but I made it. And I missed the boat. I was this close. You were so close you could almost touch it. I mean, it was right there. And you feel like Butterfingers. You dropped the ball. A lot of you just feel like, I don't know what the fuck happened, Stephanie. I was literally on this path. I had it. It was in my grasp. And fucking I don't know what happened, but I dropped it. It's fucking gone. It's it. That's it. It's over. It's done. And what the fuck can I do now, Stephanie? What the fuck can I do? I don't understand. I don't understand why this happened. Obviously, it led me to greener pastures. Obviously, it's leading me to something good. But I don't understand why that one thing that I really had my hands on slipped out of my hands. This could be a marriage that just slipped out of your hands. Decisions. This could be a house that you almost had, but you lost. You were $1,000 bid shorter. I don't know. This could be you were so close to making amends in a relationship and someone betrayed it, put their foot in their fucking mouth. Some truth came out maybe, and boom, relationship over again, just when it was almost there. And you're just like, you know what? Wow, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, it's fucking crazy. It is what it is. Tell me more about that situation, Spirit. Adversity, my friends. Adversity. You're accepting the challenges because they are the best way to learn. You're like, here we are again, Steph, doing this learn soul path. Here we are again. I have to go through adversity stuff. I have to go through this Saturn Sati like me, or I have to go through Saturn to go through my 4th house, or I have to go to Saturn to get through my 10th house. Like, you know, Saturn represents the planet of obstacles and adversity and restriction. So obviously Saturn is a player here in whatever's going on in your life. But Saturn is also the giver of good things. Saturn is a hardcore, difficult planet. He's not all about fun and games, not at all. He's about dedication and hard work. He's the bookworm. He's the nerd at school. He's the teacher's pet. He's also the one that doesn't have any friends. He's also the one that everybody doesn't like. He's the one that's never picked to be on the team. He's the one that may go through life in like leg braces. He might be crippled. He's the one that was born with dyslexia or autism or some kind of different situation where Saturn can't be like everybody else. You think of Ganesha, you think of Saturn. It was a god that was given the head of an elephant. Adversity. It's very hard to find love that way with the head of an elephant. It's very hard to be loved with the head of an elephant. He understands being the outcast. He understands being ridiculed. Saturn, in a way, is just misunderstood. And he goes through life saying, no one understands me. I present hardship and adversity so you can be better, stronger, greater, and have more. I give you these difficulties so you can overcome them and be stronger and better. And isn't that what you wanted? You're fighting so hard to become a better man or a better woman. Isn't that really what you want? Isn't your soul the one that asked, I want to be stronger, I want to be wiser, I want to be purified? Saturn's like, the only way to get to your goal is through this adversity. So what you think is a curse, I think is a blessing. It's like, what's the end goal? Do you want to be happy? Saturn knows that. Do you want to take care of your responsibilities? Yeah, Saturn knows that. Do you want to feel proud of yourself? Yep, Saturn knows that too. Do you want to feel better in life? Saturn knows that too. Saturn really represents that 6th house of responsibility. Clock in, clock out. Dedication, hard work, repetition. Putting your head down and doing the work. Dealing with enemies. Why? Because you have to deal with them. You know, the 6th house really isn't about war and enemies like most astrologers present. The 6th house actually should represent solutions, resolutions, teamwork, having to go through struggles to make it fair for all, getting into debt for good reasons. You know, purchasing items takes responsibility. Buying a car, having a credit card, having a house, having children, that's all 6th house. You're in service of those things. You work for those things. It is the support of the relationship. Your job is seen like in the 6th house in essence. How hard you're going to work at it, you know? And anyways, you guys are going to have to go through this adversity. Bottom of the deck here is success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. You know, in a nutshell, every adversity you've been through is so you can get here. So you can love better, so you can be a better lover. Am I right? Are you a better lover today than you were then? Yes. Yes, you are. You're a better lover. You're a better husband. You're a better wife than you were then. And it's all because of your adversity. Are you a better friend because you've had some fights with some friends, some separations? You bet your ass you're a better friend now because you know how to be a good friend. You know, are you a better parent now the second time around than you were the first time around? Bet your ass you are. You went through hell with your first. It always gets better. And it's always because of your adversity. So anyways, Spirit's like, yeah, that's what you're feeling. You're supposed to be feeling it. That's part of your path. Give me a message about the adversity for the people watching that need to hear this. Guide my hands, Spirit. Bottom of the deck is 4 of Swords. Healing and recovery. You're going to get over your adversity. It's not going to be nasty forever. And 7 of Cups. Fantasy and temptation. We have a lot of dreams, and sometimes they just don't work out like we thought. Saturn, you know, like Capricorn people, he gives you that reality check. Is your dream doable? Do people actually believe in your dream? Is it just fantasy? Is it all bullshit? You know, who's going to believe in your dream but you? You don't need everyone's support. I'm not going to talk about all the things in our world that we already know came into being because of someone's dream. And we all know every little luxury we have today is because someone said, I want to invent something and make it easier. And we know there was a group of people that were laughing their ass off. Laughing their ass off about a machine that could drive people from point A to point B. What a fucking joke. Yeah, machines don't work. They don't last. There's no way that could even make it 10 miles. They'll break down on you. What a joke. Stick to the horses. It was a joke then. It's a reality now. It was a joke to think that we could hold a computer in our hands. What a fucking joke. How could you carry knowledge of the world in one hand? How could you ask a phone a word in another language? How could you get directions without a map? How could you get definitions? How could you get answers? How could you get resources? How could you connect with somebody across the world? In your hand. That was once a joke. A real fucking joke. So we're not going to go through all these little fantasies that people may say is a joke. Your dream is not theirs. They're not supposed to envision and imagine and feel how you feel about your dream. And Spirit's like, you're learning you don't have to. You're learning you can dream alone. Hermit mode. You're learning you can soul search and find your peace by your fucking self. Four of Wands. He's not there in this picture. He's not there with a lover or a bunch of people in celebration. He's by himself. Mars, Aries, boom, God of War. Like, I'm here to fight for what I want. Four of Wands doesn't get given to me. I fight for it. I win it. I attain it. I gain it. That's why Mars in your astrology birth charts attributes to your wealth, and it attributes to your property. If you guys ever want to know, are you going to own property? Are you ever going to be wealthy? Where's your determination and your drive? You have to be willing to fight, to work, to go, to run towards something, even when the world says no. Look at your Mars, and you're going to see your determination. But, you know, anyways, Seven of Cups here. Your adversity is you have a lot of dreams, and a lot of people don't believe in it. Fuck them and do you. That's my advice. We're going to move on to the future about what's going to happen for you. Okay? What's going to happen for you? This is what you're going through. We get it. This is how you feel. This is what you're experiencing. You're on a path. You're soul searching. You're looking for answers. You're going through adversity. You're going to have success. So let's take a little glimpse into what some of that success might be all about. Boom. Oh, well, hot diggity dog. We have what looks like victory. She's hugging a dove, though. There's peace. And the dove does represent Venus, which is love and romance. And Venus and Mars are going to be together again, I think, in Aquarius. They're separated right now, but they're going to be back together. And the red and the white just to me signify that Venus-Mars relationship. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. It's that love. But she's holding this dove of peace and tranquility and calm and comfort. And this dove is like a gift, a golden gift from the universe. So you are going to have peace. A lot of you, maybe a sign is in the future when you turn 39 years old, you're going to be blessed. There's some kind of magic number here with the number 39. If you guys are older than 39, it could be 39 days. It could be 39 weeks. But 39 may be a really great number for you. Anyways, let's go ahead and read this for ya. Okay. Sorry. In the arms of an angel, fly away from here. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent revere. You're in the arms of an angel. May you find some comfort here. I'm not Sarah McLachlan. I sure as fuck can't sing that song. But this is the page number 88, by the fucking way. Another double confirmation. And that's her song. In the arms of an angel, you'll find some comfort here. For a broken person, a broken wing, a broken spirit, the healing process begins with the bond of caring and comfort. Let a kind word or a gentle touch offer assistance and assurance that you and them and the other are not alone. A pure white dove is held in a nurturing manner by a caring woman dressed in deep, vibrant red. The red is in her clothing, and it brings the color of the first chakra, the root. Muladhara. Wait. Muladhara. Muladhara. Sorry. It doesn't have a D. Muladhara. The chakra associated with self-preservation. Hey, Mariah. Hey. Can you bring me my charger? So anyways, self-preservation and security. I want you to know, since this card and the red again with Mars, you are going to have first chakra root security. Your future is going to give you security. This is a hint of what's coming, because this is what you're going through. Just know that whatever's coming to you is security. It is that Four of Wands. You are going to be all right. You're going to have a you're going to have a comfortable place to lay your head on. You're going to have a home to call home. You're going to have a family to call family. You're going to have a love of your own. You're going to feel safe and secure. Okay? You're going to be shielded and you're going to be protected, and there's going to be a wall of security. But know that that's what's coming here in your future, because this card is about caring. So whether you have the need to nurture your own soul or nurture another soul, there is someone here who needs this. Maybe all of you, like whoever's involved. This card shows that doing everything you can be well grounding and can be part of your nurturing spirit. Hold the object of your ministrations lightly in your hand, like a frightened bird. They fly beyond your power to heal. Sometimes the universe sees your great sacrifice. Wow, and I just got a notification from KRS channel. He just did a live video, or he just posted it about Sati Sati. And you guys know I'm going through that, which is a sign. And he's giving information about the truth about Sati Sati. And it's just a sign as your reader that that's what I'm going through. And boom, he just posted that. And we're talking about Saturn. We're talking about security. We're talking about hardships and obstacles and adversity, which is all Saturn. Yeah. What? You've been given tons of food. Can you give him some more pasta? It's on the stove. Please, he wants seconds. Okay, anyways, so this whole reading is really about Saturn, which is your adversity. And we talked about the 6th house, which is Virgo, but it should be Saturn's home. Okay? Shani's home is service of others. So I just want you to know, like, there's something going on here with Saturn. Saturn is moving into Aquarius in a couple weeks. So, boom. If you guys are dealing with that kind of a placement, just know that a lot of this reading is going to touch home for you in your placement of Aquarius, wherever it is in your chart. That kind of a situation is going under fire. So where is your Aquarius? Is it in the 1st house? It's about you, yourself, and your body, your physical being. Is it in the 2nd house? That's about your bank account, your money, your finances. If Saturn's going there, it's restriction. You're going to be on a tight budget. Is Saturn in your 3rd house? That's the place of siblings. There's going to be restrictions from your siblings, some hardships, some adversity. It's also about learning and speech. So you might be having a difficulty being understood. Communicating. Communicating is going to be under restriction here. You're going to have a hard time with people understanding you. It's also about your drive and determination. You may feel like all of your dreams and fantasies can't come true because Saturn is moving there and saying this is going to be hard. He's going to make it hard. He's going to make you more realistic, and he's going to make you work hard. If it's in the 4th house, it's about your family and your home. So things are going to tighten up. You're going to have a lot more restriction at home. Maybe you're dealing with what feels like a war at home, a war zone. Maybe you're dealing with family drama, stress, restriction. You know, it's just going to feel adverse. If Aquarius is there, it's going to feel that hardship. It's also going to be blessed if you work hard at it, but you're going to feel that tightness. It's just going to feel like tight quarters. Remember, Shani squeezes you like a boa constrictor. And Shani is Saturn. But he's going to squeeze you and make you feel the burn, all right? So you're going to tighten up that ship at home if it's in the 4th. If your Aquarius is in the 5th, children, you're going to tighten up your rules for children. It's going to be tip-top, ship-shop shape. Okay, Mary Poppins is coming home. You know, there might be a tutor. There might be someone that is restricting. Maybe your kids are going to be on restriction for some time. I don't know. It's also about sex. Okay, it's about passion and the bedroom department. There's going to be some restrictions there. You know, maybe it's going to be 50 Shades of Grey restrictions, but most likely it's not. Most likely it's going to be in, a lack of intimacy. Okay? If your Aquarius is in the 6th house, we're talking court, honey. Court. You're about to get into some shit. All right? You're probably going to go to court for some shit. You might sue someone. They might sue you. You might get in some compensation, but you're going to have to go to court for many, many, many days, times, hours, whatever. You might be hiring a lawyer. It could also be a time where you're going to get into the military, where someone's going to join forces with the military of some form. It could also be someone going to law school, a very long period of schooling. Years and years and years, 8+ years. Maybe someone's going to get their master's. Hard work, dedication is going to be seen if Shani is going there in the 6th with Aquarius. And you may be getting under some control of your finances because you're going to be tightening up and finances are going to be tight because you're going to be kind of conquering some debt. So you might be selling things off, selling a car, selling a house, selling things to pay debt. Losing property. I don't know, things like that. So anyways, if Saturn is going in the 7th, it's obviously going to restrict your relationships. So if Saturn is there, you're going to have restriction on romance, of course, with an intimate partner. Also relationships with workers and friends and family. All of your relationships are going to be affected. There's going to be a squeeze on your relationships and probably the loss of some friends. Maybe the loss of a lover. However, if you're getting into a binding contract with someone, it's going to be over duty and responsibility, and you're going to be in debt and in service to a partner. So it is also a good sign that, you know, Shani's going there in the 7th, that you're going to be getting some partner contracts signed. Okay, so that could be good news for some people. Buying a house, getting in a marriage, sharing a business with someone, going under contract with business partners, stuff like that. Okay? You're not going to be free. You're going to be bound to someone by contract. Another thing in the 8th house, if Shani's going there in Aquarius, there's going to be a reality check on what you believe. So you're going to think it's a lot of hoo-ha. You're going to be having doubts about occultism, mysticism, the secret world. You're going to be getting a reality check of some sort. But you're going to be restricting your beliefs. You're not going to be so fantasy. You also may be getting some kind of a surgery to not have children, whether you're male or female. That may be affected. You may also be going under a strict diet, and what you eat will be minimized. You will be fasting and eating bare minimum. So there could be some weight loss there, which some people are like, yeah. Yeah, so, you know, if Shani's there in the 8th, you know, spirituality is going to be under some tension, and you're going to be strict on yourself about your beliefs and how you take care of your body. All right, there's going to be some very big dedication towards religious beliefs, practices. This may be intense, could be brutal. You could be kneeling on rice, praying. You could be whipping yourself, I don't know, metaphorically or literally. You could be dedicating yourself to reading the Bible front to back. You could be dedicating yourself to magic and learning everything you can from it to prove it right or wrong. You may be trying to use dark magic on other people. That's Shani, 8th house. Anyways, we're going to move on. I'm sorry, I got to hurry up quickly here. Shani here in the 9th house. Kind of the same thing as the 8th house. There's going to be some restriction on your beliefs. You're not going to be very optimistic. You're just not. You're going to be more pessimistic for a while. Okay, you know Saturn transits for 2.5 fucking years. So it's no walk in the park. Your belief systems will change and be altered. Yes, you'll be more pessimistic than you have been ever. And you will be more inclined to travel resourcefully, tactfully, on a budget. So, you know, I think you will be interested in cheap travel. Sorry, I had to say it. Cheap travel or trade. You may be giving service of others to travel. It's like going to, hey, Sumo, baby. Going to a spiritual place by saying, I'm going to work there and volunteer. You know, an exchange. It's also highly dedicated to learning, higher education. So if Saturn's going in your 9th, be prepared to go back to school or learn some very, very big, important lesson about some kind of education of higher learning. So you're going to be dedicating yourself and maybe going back to school or college or purchasing classes and really dedicating yourself to a higher learning. So that's really great, and that's something you might be getting into. Okay, moving on. Saturn in the 10th house. If it's Aquarius, they're in the 10th, and Saturn is moving there. Sumo, lay down. You're going to be getting into the hard work. You're going to work very hard at keeping your reputation and being liked by others. You're going to work really hard at how people see you. You're going to be working very hard on your appearance. You're going to be working really hard on your business. You may even start a new business. And it's going to be tight, but it's going to grow. Basically, you're going to dedicate yourself to your finances. And you're going to dedicate yourself to your life purpose. Okay, moving on, Saturn in the 11th is kind of a blessing. That's his place, you know. But there's going to be a restriction on friends. You're going to be setting some rules and boundaries. So it's going to be more of an isolation period for you. You're going to be hanging on to more money for purposes of giving it away to others. So you're going to save, but you're going to lose money because you're going to give it away. You're going to give it away a lot. Homeless, people in need, maybe even investments. I can see if you have a Saturn in the 11th, you may start investing your money into things. So looking under all these different kinds of investments nowadays, real estate, NFTs, digital coin, whatever, but you're going to be investing. You may even go into an investment with a friend. You may sacrifice some of your wealth to go into an investment with a best friend or someone that you see that is like someone you care about. Maybe it's a family member that's like a friend. But you may invest and sacrifice for the greater good where you'll get a payoff later, but you're not going to get the payoff right now. So it's a long-term investment. So anyways, if you're an Aries rising, obviously Aquarius 11th house, duh, you're going to be getting into investments if Saturn goes there. And you will get payoff in the long run. So it's great. I think it's a good news. I mean, you may not be wealthy now, but in 2.5, 3, 4 years, you will be. So it's good investments. Anyways, moving on. Aquarius last, 12th house, Saturn there. Restriction again on spirituality and beliefs. The way you see things is going to be very black or white. You're going to be very realistic. You're going to have, you're going to be, unfortunately, going through some kind of a death in the next 2.5 years. I do feel that way intuitively. Like I said, I just know things that I know. You know, Saturn is restriction, and it's hardships and it's adversity. And it's looking at the 6th house of illness and disease and hardships and stuff and hospitals. And even the 12th represents hospitals. So you might be going through a health situation or you might be dealing with the death of a loved one. Okay? But you're going to be dealing with it. And you're going to be facing mortality for you or someone else. And you might be in hospitals, in and out, for like the next 2.5 years for you or a loved one. I hope that's not the case, but it could come up. And if it's not, you know, a hospital, perhaps it's court legalities. There's going to be some situations there. And, you know, with Saturn in the 12th, you're not going to lose as bad as you thought you were going to lose. So you're going to have some kind of You're going to lose only what you need. And you're going to be very dedicated spiritually. So you're going to decide to be dedicated to your religious practices. And you're going to be dedicated towards health and recovery. And you might be dedicated towards someone else who is suffering from some kind of health and recovery. So just know that you guys are, you know, you're going to be all facing it. Saturn is transiting into Aquarius. You know, if you have Aquarius in the 12th house, it's quite possible that you're going to buy a house, which that's some really good news, guys. You could buy a house, get into debt because you have a big mortgage, but you're going to get to enjoy the fruit of your labor. You're just not going to get to spend what you normally like to spend. So, you know, Saturn's not bad. He's just like, I know, I'm bringing some real shit to the table, but you're going to get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, guys, we went 1 through 12. Your hardships, your adversity, yeah, it's some real world shit. You're going to go through some fucking shit, but you're going to get something the fuck out of it. At the end of the day, it's worth it. It's always worth it. So we're going to move on. That is this card. That's peace. That's prosperity. That's joy. That's comfort. That's security. And just know that in the future, where you're going is better than where you've been. Hallelujah. Amen. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's see what else we've got going on. Get some tarot here for the future. Spirit, please show me the future. Ooh, guys, we got 10 of Cups. And it flipped upright. You saw that it was like, brrr. Hey, what did you guys get? What did you guys get?
It's a garage sale.
Oh, that looks nice.
It's a puff card for her recording.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah,
It's going to go perfect.
You know, and the guy is selling his turtle.
They're like giving away to a good home.
Well,
Yeah.
take it. It's
Yeah,
about time to
buddy.
get that turtle.
Yeah, so we told him, and he's giving away with a grandparent inside too.
Yeah.
And it just needs a pond for outside.
Wow.
So, and the house we're getting has a pond.
It has a pond.
Yes.
If you guys need a pump, I have one somewhere.
A pond?
Oh, that might be nice.
For what?
Just like pump the water to like flow it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Ooh, yeah, that would be nice to have one of those.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I know.
I can't wait to see the turtle.
Yeah.
That's cool.
a penguin.
I love you. Oh, my family might be getting I was going to say a penguin. A turtle. That is so cute. And you know what's so funny? She's a Virgo. She loves animals. She's got 2 guinea pigs and a dog. And now they're about to get a turtle. She's totally a Virgo. Like, you know, classic definition. This is a Virgo. It's her. She's so funny. She's young. She's cute. She's a little hard worker. And she loves animals of all shapes, sizes, and kinds. She wants a llama. She wants all kinds of things. She's such a Virgo. And you know who's another Virgo that you should probably laugh at? Is Caesar Milan. He's another Virgo. So, you know, it's just fucking cute. I love Virgos and their animals. Their little farm. They're just so cute, man. Fucking Virgos. I gotta love you, Virgos. Maybe that's a sign. She came in, we talked, she's a Virgo, and we did talk about hermit Virgos over here. You know, this reading is really dedicated to the sign of Virgo today. It just really is. So we're going to keep going. You guys get 10 of Cups in the future. Woohoo! Joy, happiness, togetherness. Look at that eclipse. Aren't we going to be having an eclipse soon? I'm pretty sure we're having an eclipse like within the next 6 weeks. So the eclipse is coming, my friends. And this eclipse brings big change. It's going to be cold, hard, adverse for a moment. And then the sun's going to come back out again. Or actually, it's a lunar eclipse. Then the moon's going to come back out again. And you are going to have comfort. So I wouldn't worry at all. You guys are headed for good things. Let's get another card here. What's in the future? We have the 2 of Air in reverse. And it's a cross. Someone's cross to bear, a burden to carry, but it's in reverse. And funny how we're going through Easter time frame. You know, this is to me a hard decision that you don't have to make. In the future, you don't have to bear this cross alone. Someone is going to bear this cross with you. This could be a family member, a friend, or a lover. But this 2 of Air in reverse for me very strongly is like, you're not going to have to make hard decisions alone. And whatever you go through, I'm here for you, which is family, 10 of cups, 10 of water. Look how they're together in this. It's like we're in this together. So there is going to be security and comfort. Let's get some more cards. Bottom of the deck, by the way, before I start shuffling, is Crone of Earth. I think it wants to come out, don't you? Could be Virgo. It wants to come out. You are going to have security. Earth itself represents bounty and security. The King, which is the Crone of Earth in this particular tarot deck, is wealth, health, family, land, ownerships, business, prosperity, security. That's what it means. So, yeah, this is in your future, King of Pentacles. What else are we going to get in the future? We got 5 of Air in reverse. This one has a little destiny. Look at the palms. 5 of Air is adversity, struggle, betrayal, hardships and fights and arguments and drama. 5 of Swords is the drama card. So much drama. When it's in reverse, there's no more drama. When it's in reverse is, let's get over the drama. Let's forgive. Let's come back together. Let's get past the hardships. I want to be in a good place, not a bad place. Other card that came out, we got, I guess, a few of them. Holy shit. We have the Elemental of Air in reverse. We have the Full cards, Summerlands in the upright. New beginnings, fresh new start. Starting from ground zero, starting from scratch. Ooh, I just had a sign. A lot of you guys may be building a house from the ground up. A lot of you guys may be going into contract buying a new build property. For a lot of you, that's what I see. And I see you being in a relationship or with a partner building it. Like there's some kind of union. Maybe it's a bank, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a lover, but you're not alone. It's like, I'm taking this with you. So I do feel like there's a new build. Maybe you're going to build it yourself. Maybe you're going to hire someone. It doesn't matter. The King of Pentacles is like, what the fuck ever. I don't care which one it is. It's happening. So this is a brand new beginning and a fresh new start. And even if it's metaphorical, it's like building a new house from the foundation up. That's what this feels like, even if it's a metaphor, okay? But you are having a fresh new start in life, and you are not alone. And the Elemental of Air is really knowledge and wisdom and communication. When it's in reverse, it's like you don't have to try hard. You don't have to think hard. It happens because it's happening, because it's destiny, because it's fate. Remember the Two of Swords in reverse. These are not hard decisions you have to make. It's almost like a lot of these decisions are made for you. And remember, I felt that earlier over here in what you're going through right now. This is not something that you've actually chosen. It's like part of your walk. You just feel pushed. You literally feel pushed. And you're just like, I don't really have control, Steph. A lot of these choices and decisions and paths, I didn't choose. And you're absolutely right. You didn't choose them. It's part of your destiny. So trust the universe with the Full card. I just want to read a little element from the book, from the Full. Even though this is not the book, for those cards, I just feel called to read from it. So, okay? The Fool walks joyously into the unknown. As a bright sunshine falls upon him, his bag carries the past experiences. His dog reflects animal instincts on the ground. Before him continues to regenerate as he walks forward. So it just kind of shows up the more he walks forward, the more he gets answers to. the more he knows where he's going. But he doesn't know where he's going yet. A new cycle of life, stepping off into a new adventure. This is about optimism, originality, and breakthroughs, and a breaking the norm. Outside of the box thinking requires a daring free spirit. So whatever situation you're going through, it's weird. It's rare. It's unique. Not a lot of people are going through what you're going through. The next card here is, wow, the Crone of Fire. So you have two crones, two kings. One major fire sign, one major earth sign. Two kings together. The King of Fire fights for what he fights for because he feels passionate. This is exciting, and you're going to be creative. A lot of you guys get to use your creativity in this new beginning. It's like dream it and it will be yours. This is the major card of manifestation. This is a million dreams from The Greatest Showman. And it's like no one believed in them. The little kids are singing, all we need is a million dreams before it becomes real. This is a million dreams, guys. A million dreams. You know, The Greatest Showman, there he was, suffering in an apartment in the city at a dead-end job. Working hard for what? He didn't give his wife the life that he thought he promised her. His girls were growing up. He was like, am I ever going to be able to give them the life they dream of? Or are we always going to be broke and struggling? And then he has this dream of Barnum and Bailey's whatever circus. It was a fucking circus, literally. There was nothing like it before. Society was like, what the hell are you doing? There's a bunch of freaks on the stage. Like, this is crazy. We reject it. It's not normal. And he's like, that's the fun of it. It's not normal. It's beautiful. It's unique. It's rare. It's one of a kind. It's fun. It's imaginative. And his dreams just kept growing. First, it was some people that were odd that were making money by showing themselves. Then it became a show. Then it became entertainment. Then it involved animals. Then it involved live animals. Then it involved lights and music and games and acts. You know, it just grew. And then they burned down his freaking building. They burned it to the ground. And he was like, great, now what? We've lost everything in the ashes. And there goes your disappointment. There goes your struggle, your loss, your adversity, your hardship. You just can't win. You're like, you know what? I had it all. Now it's fucking nothing. It's a pile of rubble. It's nothing. It's gone. And then here comes the phoenix, this fire energy. Look at that little dove. It looks like a phoenix. There comes this glowing phoenix from the fire saying, you know what? You can have your circus in a tent. There's a prime piece of real estate over there. It's prime. It's by the ocean. A lot of people go there, get a lot of traffic, and you can build a tent. A big, huge one. You don't need a building. You just need a place to perform. And he's like, all right, let's fucking do it. Let's get a big ass tent. Made out of parachute stuff. Outside of the box thinking. Nobody believed they could do it. They did it. And then, instead of just staying in New York, they traveled the country. Blew everyone away. That's a million dreams. And I just want you guys to know, whatever hardship you've gone through, whatever adversity, whatever fucking looked like a wrecking ball and a pile of rubble, you get a beautiful, secure, stable, wealthy, abundant, healthy, vibrant, successful new start. All you have to do is have faith and belief in it, just like A Million Dreams, The Greatest Showman movie, and boom, you're going to get the shit you've always wanted. But it had to happen through adversity. Some of life's biggest blessings happen after destruction. Babies destroy a woman's body to get life. There has to be destruction for birth. Your life has to be destroyed before you can start fresh again. It can't be the same. It won't be the same, and it just can't. It can't happen. So, yeah, 10 is a new beginning, 10 of cups. You've got the 0 again, that's 100. Hello, this is 100. You're going to get a beautiful, fresh, brand new start and a new beginning. Yeah, it's not what you planned. Yeah, it's not what you asked for. Yep, it's not what you wanted, but it's exactly what you're going to get. Bottom of the deck is the golden cow. Cash cow, 9 of Pentacles. If anybody watching me was like, Steph, I need to know if I'm ever going to come into any money. Honey, you're about to get some money, honey. Oh, boy. If I ever did a tarot reading where I thought money was a possibility, this is it. Money is a very, 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 very big possibility. You're going to come into a lot of money. This is your prosperous time. Remember, these times don't always last. Nothing lasts forever. So when you're getting this payoff, when you're getting this financial freedom, when you're getting this business, this house, this union, this partnership, understand it's a blessing from the universe. It came in disguise, and this is your cash cow. All right, that's the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, get ready for that cash cow. It's on the way, honey. That's where you're headed. And you and your family, 10 of Cups, you're all about to be blessed. Blessed, blessed, blessed. Honey, this is the cup that is pressed down, shaken and stirred, overflowing with abundance. Holy shit. Where the fuck did that come from? Is this the Holy Grail? Yes. Basically, this is the Holy Grail. This is the answers to your prayers. This is the breakthrough that you needed. This is the fresh, stripped start that was necessary for rebirth. And now you're going to be really, really happy. The seeds that were planted in the past, 9 of Pentacles, are now paying off. These may have been dreams you had since you were a little girl or a little boy. It's paying off. These are seeds that you may have planted 20 years ago, 10 years ago, but it's coming true right now. Your prayers are being answered. That is that dove. Anyways, let's get some additional. Okay. Oh, what the hoo-ha? I fantasize about you every night. Ooh, seduction. Dang, devil card. You know, romance may be turning up a notch as well. Did you guys ever consider that? Do you ever consider that you're going to get into a partnership and have some sexual intimacy and romance? Down here, you're stripping down your masculine beliefs. And what that's all about is I'm stripping down my this can't happen attitude. I'm stripping down my it has to be one way or no way belief system. I'm stripping down my stubbornness. I'm stripping down my reality hat. I'm stripping down my difficulties. Those are the masculine beliefs that I am stripping down. Anything is possible, and these dreams do and can come true. Okay? The next card that y'all get. I don't even want to show you. Y'all don't even deserve to see it. Oh, hell no. Look, I lost half of you in this reading because it's too fucking long. You don't want to hear my stories? You want to fast forward my video? You don't even deserve to see it. But I'm going to show the people that stuck through it with me. You 57 people that stuck through this long-ass reading with me, heard all my talking, and you're still here, you get to see it. True love. True fucking love. Twin flames. Literally, the two flames of a candle form this couple kissing. You literally get union with your twin flame. Y'all don't even deserve it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You deserve it. You know you do. But look at that shit. Look at that shit. Who gets this in a reading? Well, Virgo does. That's for goddamn sure. A Virgo gets this in their goddamn reading. All right? It is what it is. I'm not saying Virgo's the only sign that this reading resonates for, but I'm saying it's a big contender. Very big. Another sign that may be getting some real action here is Aries and Cancer. Aries and Cancer and Virgo. Y'all about to get paid and laid. Okay? And not just by anybody, by your twin flame. Okay? So listen, if you guys have been hanging out, this is a twin flame reading quite clearly. You are going to be coming into union with your twin flame. Congratulations. You're welcome, says the universe. All your hard work pays off. Wish fulfillment, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Earth. Fool, you get a new beginning and a fresh new start. 10 of Cups, I hope you're fucking happy, because you should be. This is family, joy, unity, resolution, and oneness. Your hardships and drama is fucking over, and you're going to get everything you want. King of Pentacles, King of fucking Wands, you're welcome. Okay, it's okay to say you're welcome. For the sun and the moon and the stars. Yeah, it's okay, you're welcome. The universe is like, are you done being a big-ass crybaby about this shit? Are you done? Thank you. The universe is like, God, if you could just... Listen, no, fuck that. I have a bone to pick with you, universe. Don't you come down on us humans down here, okay? I have a bone to pick with all of you planets. Now you listen the fuck up. If we as humans knew what the fuck was coming on the other side of the fucking rainbow, we wouldn't be sitting here whining. We wouldn't be sitting here stressing the fuck out, okay? So cut us some slack, because you all already know the outcome, so yeah, you're not fucking worried. Y'all need to cut the humans a break. We don't know what the fuck's going on. We're just sitting here feeling it. Y'all, universe wanted to give us some feelings. We have them. And this is what happens. Worry, anxiety, stress, okay, anger. That's what the fuck you gave us. We didn't ask to be here, universe. We did not ask to be here, all right? So anyways, the universe needs to back up. That's my little bone to pick with the planets. Quit being upset with us for our whininess. We don't know all the good shit. Y'all do. And thank God we have tarot readers that can pull the cards and like see what's coming, because they sure as shit aren't telling us. Okay? So at least they blessed us with communicators. They're like, look, I speak a different language. You need an interpreter. So I'm glad that tarot readers are out there to be the interpreter, because we wouldn't know shit without it. Anyways, true love, union, happiness, joy. We have strategy. You better get to work, because strategize what it is you want. The universe doesn't play no games. They don't like games. Y'all may think, oh, they play games with our heart. Quit playing games with my heart. Listen, I know the universe wants to play games with your heart. Pulling you back and forth and in and out of love. You're like, what do you mean? The universe loves games, quite clearly. Listen, maybe they do fuck with us a little bit. It's not really on purpose. But they don't play games when it comes to reality and karma. They don't play with fucking karma. Karma is what karma is. It is the fruit of your labors. It is the harvest of your seeds. And so they don't play games about that. And they just want you to know whatever it is you planted back here. And you know, by seed planting, it is feeling, believing, visualizing, and having faith. Those are the 4 elements of your seed planting. So whatever you planted back here and watered, you're going to get this, all right? So this is about strategy. If you guys have not strategized with the universe and have a plan, you know, it may not go totally your way. If you're building a house, what do? You tell the builder and the architect, I need, you know, a 3-bedroom, a 5-bedroom, whatever the fuck. I need an office. I need a yoga area. I need a little altar. I need some shit over here. I need granite or I need wood, you know. I need the cabinets white or I need them black, whatever the fuck, you know. I need a fireplace. Fuck yes, I do. I need vaulted ceilings. I need windows to look over here. Like, I need that shit. You know, if you're not going to tell the architect what you want, he may build you a nice house, but it's not going to be what the fuck you want. So the universe is like, look, I'm about to give you the fucking palace. But what kind of palace do you want? Visualize and strategize. Tell me. The universe is like, tell me, what is your wish? What is your dream? What is your 10 of Cups? What does that look like? And it all starts from right now. 7 of Cups, fantasy and temptation. Okay? You got to start feeling that so it can be that. Okay? Anyways, next card. Okay. Get some coffee. This is a long-ass reading, but this is a good-ass reading, right? Come on, guys. It's a good-ass reading. If anyone loves tarot, they're going to love this channel. If you don't like a talker, then yeah, they're not going to like my channel. It is what it is. Spirit, give us some more information, please, with these cards about what's coming up in the future. Ooh. Oh! I told you you don't deserve to know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You know you do. Okay. Oh, damn. You got 4 of Pentacles, scarcity mindset. But fuck the scarcity mindset. 4 of Pentacles, and you got 4, 4, 4, 4. We've been talking about 4s. Got a lot of 4s. 4 is about security. I want you to think the emperor sitting on a throne, owning his land, his people, and all that shit. When you think of 4 of Pentacles, 4 of money, 4 of time, 4 of fantasy, that's a reality. I want you to think stability and security, and we did get that message. 4 of Pentacles is security and stability and certainty. Not that shit. This shit's wrong. It's wrong. Somebody learned tarot from some other tarot reader that didn't fucking really go into this in depth. And they, for some reason, said 4 of Pentacles is about fear and needing to let go and a scarcity mindset. I know what a lot of tarot readers teach and preach. That shit's not real. It's just not real. It's really about security because every minor arcana goes to the major arcana. The majors decide what the minors really mean. And the emperor represents security and strength and stability and prosperity. If you get a 4 of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about a fear, a lack mentality, a poor mindset, loss of money, you know, all that fucking drama. But, you know, whoever made this shit didn't understand the complexity of the 4 of Pentacles and what it really meant. And they just wrote scarcity mindset because they were told that by another reader somewhere who taught them. They didn't realize it's only scarcity mindset when it's in reverse. Otherwise, it's a positive card. And I threw that shit off my desk. Why? Because fuck that card right now. Sorry, guys, it was an accident. But it's out of here. It's out of here. Get that scarcity mindset out of here. It's probably a good omen. Get that scarcity mindset the fuck out of here. It doesn't belong here because you have security. Fucking period. You're getting the golden goose. You understand that. Good. We're on the same page. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Pentacles, ultimate achievement. Done. Checkmate. And there's the king. Checkmate. 10 of Pentacles. Money. Boom. I can't even with this card.